Thinking about it, this after I said I should go up there and just run it for a little bit, but hindsight's 2020. Welcome back to Let's Cash More Mash. My name's Tom.
I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Baker's 7-year small batch.
I didn't even read the bottle list.
No, you dropped the ball on this one. So this is 107 proof. We got it for $59.99. It is a 7-year bottle. You want to read the bottle? You can read that. So it's made by Baker's. It is the only other one we didn't have. It's made in the Jim Beam Suntory with Knob Creek, Booker's, Baker's, and Basil Hayden. So we haven't found a Baker's. We finally found this one. It's made at the Jim Beam Distillery. It's 77% corn, 13% rye, 10% malted barley. But the reason why we ended up really getting this one is because Mike had found this. And in 2019, they transformed from the from the small batch to the single barrel. So now they're all going to be single barrels. Well, what it is, yeah, because you know what? We have not tried it, so I'm just speaking off of what everybody else says. Oh, look at the wax job they got on this thing. That is horrendous. That just went everywhere, and my dog's going to eat it. We got to get that one off the floor right there by your foot. Yeah, no, it exploded. Hold on, Finn. I can't let him eat this stuff. All right, we're going to give it an F for wax job right off the bat. Please call Knob, and because this is what they used to do too. Both of you call Maker's Mark, please, and find out what's going on with this. But so, anyways,
it's a nice mess.
Baker's kind of always was like people don't like Basil Hayden. That many people don't like Baker's either because it's pricey.
Basil Hayden wasn't the first.
It's not a terrible wax job, just for record. It's gonna fall all inside of it. I don't know about flavors and stuff like that, but everyone is kind of like, well, why am I gonna pay? Like we had to pay. It's $50 MSRP, but we paid $59.99. But everyone's like, but I could pay $41 and get Knob Creek, and you know what I mean? And Knob's good. It's 100 proof, so this is 107 proof. So it's not as proofy as Booker. It's kind of the one in between Knob and Booker's. So, and it doesn't, look at it. It's kind of a plain Jane bottle. You know what I mean?
Plain Jane.
Well, look at it. It really is. It's kind of, there's nothing fancy about anything.
I need to go get another one of them for myself.
Don't get me wrong. I do like what they're doing, and you'll see it in a future video. But like this is kind of just an ordinary bottle. So people kind of were like, "Why are you even making this?" Type of a deal. That was the vibe I got when I was reading about it. But let's see. Again, a $60 price point. You're up there in some of the.
Actually, that was cheaper. I'm gonna have to go get one of them.
No, wait, no, 100%, and that's 120 proof. That was a store pick. That was phenomenal. I actually was thinking of getting another one of them just for myself, just because, as far as
for your shelf,
for myself, to go right in my face. But no, it just, on the nose though, it has a very good nose.
It does.
Very good nose.
Got a very sweet flavor. I'm not opposed to it.
No.
It's sweet, but it doesn't drink like 107 either.
Mm-mm. Oh, that's actually really good.
It's good. I was gonna say it's got a good taste. I can't pick off exactly.
What's wrong with you people? Leave Baker's alone. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. That's actually really good. That had a deep caramel with like a nice wood fin. That actually, it really had that oaky finish with the nice caramel. And we didn't even let it sit in the glass where I don't even know if it's going to turn into a pretty oatmeal. That first sip was actually very good.
Yes.
And
the nose is
not that you're getting a big hug because it's only 107 proof.
I took a small sip.
I took a tiny sip and it's still on my tongue. Yeah, I can still taste it. I didn't swish it or nothing. It's still there. Let me actually work it in here this time.
It gives you a nice little sparkle. I'm not opposed. If you do that, it sticks around quite a bit.
I'm offended you got rid of the small batch. Bring this stuff back. It'll be interesting to see. Full disclosure. I found, because we had never seen a Baker's, and I saw this pretty Baker's bottle, and I was like, slam, took it, got it. And then, like, the next day, it's, again, feast or famine. He's somewhere on the other side of the state, and he's like, do we have one of these yet? And I'm like, we don't have one that looks like that. So when I did the research, I ended up grabbing the single barrel. You ended up finding this one. Mm-hmm. And then it was still on, which I can't believe, it was still on the shelf. You went back like 2 weeks after, and it was still there. And because this is actually really good.
No, it is very.
Like, this is really good. I don't even know what I can compare this to. We have a lot of. This is a $60 bottle. Don't get me wrong. So it is up there in the price.
That would probably be the biggest downfall, but it's not. It's still tasty.
You put this in a blind, even with Knob or any of them, I think it would hang. This has a lot of flavor, a lot of taste. It has a nice mouthfeel. It coats really good. I
remember Knob hanging around a little bit longer, but
it's still.
No, it is. When
on the sides of my tongue. I just switched. It's still on the sides of my tongue. It's not going away. So I think Knob.
I think this brings a little more oak flavor.
It does, and I think I'm digging that though. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Think
we need to go get the one that we use, Steve's.
Oh, the double.
No, that was really smooth. And again, this is very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that range, yes, pricey, but I'd say if you see it, I would try to get it because
just on
one, obviously they're not making this style anymore.
I'm low 90s when you're drinking this. Mm-hmm. Like just on like what you
especially if you don't swish it.
That's what I mean. What you think? Like if I'm just closing my eyes and drinking it, I'm gonna say like maybe 94. Really nice. Actually, everything about this is actually really good. And here I started off saying whatever, but that's that's the fun part of doing this channel. Honestly, it's the fun part of doing this channel. You do the research, you find out information. I enjoy that. I like that. But you know what? Everyone's got an opinion.
Honestly,
as they say, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and most of them stink. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what because honestly, one guy likes something, one guy doesn't. This really has a really good mouthfeel. It has this is actually really good.
Honestly, I think Jimmy,
at $50, this is beautiful.
I think Jimmy's gonna like this.
Yeah, like if we could have got it for MSRP, I wouldn't have a problem. Even at $59, I would buy this again.
There's 2 more.
You know what I mean? Like I don't mind. I'm super interested to see now how this will compare.
It's even like a fruity in the nose. And don't ask me which one. I don't know.
I was gonna just say that.
I know you're gonna say which one.
I'm not getting the fruit yet, but what is coming in is
the whole batter.
I'm getting a nice oatmeal with like caramel sauce on it right now. Like it's not actually a. I'm not getting like so much like the maple syrup sweetness, but like a nice caramel like you put on your ice cream.
But when you taste it, it has like a sugary, almost a cane like sugary flavor going down, and then finished with an oak. For me, I like it.
There's almost a fruity effervescence that hits you.
Whoa, effervescence! Pulling out the old fucking waggle again.
It's like the word of the day. Should I start screaming like on Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Oh, that brings back a lot.
That's can't talk about him anymore. He's barred because dirty things in movie theaters. But other than that, honestly,
of all the goofballs, I did like him. I liked the show.
He was a goofball. It wasn't a bad show. So.
But we either will have to.
You can
add
you go ahead. No, I'm not opposed to having more of this. I would.
I know you got to come up with something.
I would like to compare this to something, but there's really nothing off the top of my head. This has, it's drinking like a really good low proof, but it's not low proof. It's 107 proof, but it's not even drinking like the Fighting Cock.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like that comes off a little hotter. This comes off.
Very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I don't think the Fighting Cock could handle it. Yeah, please. I don't think the Fighting Cock could hang with this. I think this has way more flavor than
Flavor, I think you might be right.
Flavor and taste, it's just really like.
But it did surprise us.
Yeah, no.
Well, not me, but
what?
I still like.
No,
that.
the fighting cock is good. Don't get me wrong, but this is like.
And honestly, all the stores I go to, all around us, there's only one that has it.
Yeah.
And it actually keeps getting it.
It used to be everywhere too.
No one else gets it.
I
don't know if they don't ask for it.
It was always at my one main store. But
this nose is like very good.
You know, and again, you're gonna say no, and it does not taste like Weller, but the nose reminds me how it jumped out of the glass, where it was a lower. This isn't low proof though. This is 107 proof. I keep saying lower proof. This drinks like a low proof whiskey.
It barely. You'd be.
I mean, look at us. We just guzzled it down.
You'd be stretching to even say it's 100.
I don't think he hit the inside of my glass at all. I think no, honestly, I'm telling you, I
splashed.
Just doing it. I'm thinking low 90s. If I'm gonna do like that's being generous. It drinks
92, 94. I was probably.
It drinks soft. It drinks. It does. Really does, but with a ton of flavor.
Yes. A sweetness with an oak finish. It's very, very good.
And it has an oak finish, but not the oak finish like when we just did the 1910. Like the 1910 really brought the oak. This is almost like it's like a fruity oak. Like it has like a sweetness at the end. I'm kind of, it's like a bright, happy.
I have nothing negative. I'm not even going to say I'm disappointed with the price for 107 proof. Look, we've bought other bottles for that price.
But, you know, because we have a couple $50 bottles over there that don't even hold a candle to this.
Won't even show.
Not even close. No.
Not even going to show you. Excuse me.
So, I mean,
I'm tempted. Do I want one for myself?
I am super glad though when you see the new bottle. It's so much prettier than this bottle is. So that's about the only bad thing I can say about it. Like it's kind of plain Jane.
But I kind of like. I would like that as a display for tradition type deal.
They're going away.
Well, I know there's two left. So
yeah, they phased them out. So I don't know how long they're going to keep producing them. But in 2019,
this nose is really good.
They switched over to the single barrel. Now, being that they are a single barrel, now it's going to be hit or miss. It's going to be like when you get one of these. It could be good, could be bad. You don't know. It all went into a blend. See, that's the good thing with the small batch is they blended it to this flavor, which is phenomenal.
It is.
Yep. Now, when you get a single barrel, which you pay more for. So now, in theory, this was supposed to be $49.99.
I don't know. That's you.
The new ones, MSRP are supposed to be like 70-ish because now it's a single barrel, so they can charge more money. So
you are a robber.
I robbed. That's the reason why. And as much as he gives me crap because I didn't buy the Woodford with the horses, you're gonna see why. Because I grabbed this one and ran out of the store like I was a thief. Mm-hmm. So,
but to be honest,
others,
the one you did find, I have yet to see. And again, I travel a lot more than he does, and I'm like the goofball. I will stand in a friggin' whiskey aisle for sometimes a half hour, and then. But not often I walk out.
Right. Well, that's why I try not to go all the time because I walk out like do. But when I saw that one, I was like, ooh! I didn't even look at the price at first. I just grabbed it so nobody I'm throwing elbows, I'm boxing out like I'm
It was like a day later I seen this one.
Yeah,
that's not what he showed me.
No, and it's funny because again I've never seen one before, and I was like, boom! I took it off, and then I'm like, how much is it? How much is this? I'm like, I think that's a steal. I'm like, Ryan's like, are you taking that one? And I'm like, yep. I'm not putting it back down because it was the only one in the store. So
that's the worst part when it's like the last one in a row.
Right.
It's like, oh.
Well, it's not only that
and you never see it like again. I could be 15 different liquor stores in a week. Easy.
I wasn't going.
And I'll be like, damn it. Yeah. I've never seen this bottle. I'll take a picture, show him, and he's like, no, never seen it. I'm like, oh, do I want it? Do I not want it? It's $80.
This just keeps getting better. I can't. We opened it up a little bit. I can't.
No, it's the nose is
actually really good.
Crank it.
Yeah.
It's worth the $60.
If you can find it.
It's almost worth the $60, and I might have to go spend again.
We apologize because I don't know how many are going to be out. I think they're done making these. I don't know if they're going to
even
put
more,
a
I
few
should
here
just
or there,
go
but
get
that's what I'm saying. I think that's why I told you, if you happen to see that again, get them. Because when I did the research, they phased these out. But, well, I'm just saying, I don't think they're making these anymore. And it might be whatever's out there is out there, and once they're gone, they're gone. But I'm pretty sure they switched, because it's a total different bottle. Wait till you see it. When we do the other review of the next bottle.
We'll have to do side by side.
No, we'll definitely, this is going to be somewhere up here, because this is delicious anyways. And we'll definitely bring it back out afterwards, just so you can compare the bottles
that,
and the stuff.
and then down the road, we'll probably do a blind on if we're...
See which one's better.
Yeah, because we don't know which is which.
Like on a Sunday fun day or something. We're going to have to see how close it is, because being a single barrel, that could be way off profile, and it might be off-putting.
I remember they were both same proof. And they
definitely.
read almost the same.
The only reason why you know this is small batch is because it says like the original small batch bourbon on the back, but it doesn't say that. But the new one,
everything else says
the new one
7-year,
screams
well,
out single barrel right on the front. You know what I mean? It just, and you'll see the difference in the bottle. But overall, all the research I did, they kind of said this is like, cousin it. It's like the cousin they don't like, and the little,
I disagree.
But to me, this smashes Basil Hayden that we had.
Oh.
It smashes.
Well, and again, yeah, that was pretty pricey too. But
yeah, it was up there.
they have there's still
I know,
like
they got 6
five,
different
like I
ones,
think
right.
5 or 6 different.
And I'm not sure.
Maybe we got the not the good one.
And we could
Because
have.
I have had one out. I think it was a double oak. I think it was or oak something out, and it was actually that was pretty tasty. So maybe we'll have to go back. It's just like it's just one of those when you have already a bad flavor in your head, it didn't jump out for you, and you paid pretty good money. You don't jump back to that one.
I can say though, the more I keep drinking it, and this isn't a negative, this is a preference thing. I agree with you. What I remember when I drink Nom, it lasts longer.
It does.
It has
I
more
agree.
stuff. So if you're looking for something that you're just chilling, and you're going to sit down and you just want to drink it, and you don't want to think, this has a ton of flavor. Don't get me wrong. I think lasting hang power, Nom hangs a little bit longer.
Yes, I agree.
Even at a lower proof.
Well,
I think
even at the 100, I agree.
Drinks,
At the 100,
yeah. This drink's like so much easier.
And
it doesn't hang
for the
as
money,
long.
I want to say the barrel pick that we have that locally,
which is more proof and everything.
I agree. I would get that one first.
I can agree with anyone who says, why buy a Baker's when I can buy a Knob? I 100% agree with that. I do. I see their point. I don't see this as, like, no, I would gladly.
I would, again, because you can get Knob every day of the week.
Every day.
I would, Thanksgiving,
special.
Christmas time,
Yep.
and then you want to entertain everybody. It's a very easy drinker. It's a decent proof.
I wonder if they have a full proof. If they left that.
You'd be sad if someone is mixing this with Coke or ginger ale, but I mean, it is what it is, and that's their preference. So be it.
Yep. No, I don't know.
I would use this as the, I don't know, I wouldn't use it as a daily because it's a little pricey, and for me anyway.
Right.
But special occasion type deal, it's like a super.
It definitely it's super flavor on the easy drinker side because at 100% proof, this is,
I still
again
look,
we could refill.
No, we're
like
gonna have to. I'm about ready to say we gotta go.
No, that's honestly because that's how easy it drinks down.
No,
it really is that, but it's good.
And it almost looks like it went into another barrel because it is dark.
It is dark.
It's
for 7 years. It's definitely it's on the dark side.
Years.
So
it's.
Hey, we'll have. I'm super excited to see.
I'm gonna end up buying
the next single barrel because
I haven't seen it anywhere else.
I've never seen it before. I've never seen Baker's period.
No,
I kept saying
like, look what I found.
Yeah,
I'm like, then the next day I'm like, look what I just found.
Yeah, no, I kept telling them, I'm like, the only one we don't have out of the 4 is Baker's. So if you find a Baker's, we need to get it at whatever it's cost. You know what I mean? Just to see. But
Taylor or something we don't have either.
That's not them though.
No, I don't.
That's not the Jim Beam. No, we don't have any AHL. That's like forbidden fruit, but that's not part of Jim Beam. So, all right. Before I pour more, because this is actually really
correct.
Good. Thank you for watching.
Sweating my ass off.
It is pretty warm up here. So, thank you for
I think
watching.
He just waits. He knows it's going to be hot, and he's like, "Oh, let the fat bastard go upstairs and sweat."
You told me you wanted to lose weight.
Less cash, more mash.
You told me you wanted to lose.
He's got the whole less cash.
You got to get the less cash down. It's just the more mash. You got to drink up. You're dehydrating.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
This is good. Subscribe.
Mm.
That is.
This is actually